Preparing Indian sweets or mithai at home is considered to be very tedious, or I will say considered to be a very skillful job, and this skill has been transferred from one generation to another, but we don't see this kind of a skill or a process or a technique in a common household kitchen. My name is Amrish, you are watching Gourmet at Home. The recipe that I will be sharing with you today is gulab jamun brulee, and the same recipe you can prepare with assorted mithai that is available in your kitchen. And for this recipe we need gulab jamun, we need some rabdi, cream, assorted nuts, and there is a second part of the recipe which will add some more exciting elements that will enhance your experience with this dessert. So let's start making gulab jamun brulee. So we will add the rabdi in a mixing bowl. Now this recipe is inspired from a very classical French dessert which is creme brulee, where they mix cream, egg, sugar, allow it to bake in the oven, and then they burn it from the top. So creme means cream and the brulee means burned. Here for this recipe I am using the traditional Indian rabdi, and I am sure you must be knowing what is rabdi. It's basically a condensed milk. Milk is allowed to boil and then simmer for at least 1.5 to 2 hours until it becomes thick, or maybe it reduced 1/4 of its consistency. After adding the rabdi, I will add some cream. So rabdi has got a little bit of grainy texture, so we will add some cream to make it more smooth. After the cream, I will add some Milkmaid. You can also use sugar for this, but when you are adding sugar to this, you have to make sure the sugar is well incorporated with the mixture. It's time to add some flavor. So I have a green cardamom powder. Now adding flavor to Indian food is a liberty. You can add any flavor that you want to have, whether it's a dessert or a main course dish. Here I have added green cardamom powder, and then I will add some rose water. Now we need to mix all the ingredients thoroughly. So now we will transfer the mixture in our serving dish. So first I will transfer half of rabdi mixture, followed by I will put my gulab jamuns, and then we will transfer rest of the mixture, ensuring all the gulab jamuns are well coated with rabdi. So now after transferring the second batch in the serving dish, we will put some nuts, pistachios, some cashews, and the raisins. Now we will put this for baking. So when I am talking about baking, it will be a moist baking of gulab jamun brulee. I will gently transfer my serving dish onto the tray. It goes in the oven, and then I will add water to the tray, and I will continue the baking for 6 to 8 minutes. In the meantime, let's start working on some garnishes. So for the garnishes, I have placed a hot bain marie here. Here I have got some shaved chocolate. So you can buy any chocolate bar from a supermarket store and you can use it for the garnish. And I will transfer it inside the bain marie, and we will melt the chocolate. Now this process of melting the chocolate is called tempering the chocolate, where we melt the chocolate at the same time by mixing it. So once the chocolate is melted, we'll take the bain marie bowl outside and we will allow it to cool to a room temperature, ensuring the chocolate is not getting solidified. So once the chocolate is at room temperature, we'll transfer this in a squeezy bottle. After transferring the chocolate in the squeezy bottle, I will take another bowl. I'll put some ice water in this. So here is my ice cold water, and here is my chocolate. So what I will do now, I will start pouring my chocolate inside this ice cold water. The moment the chocolate will touch the water, it will hold the shape, and that I will be using it to garnish my gulab jamun brulee. Now these are the very simple techniques which you can use in your kitchen. So now here you can see we have got a mesh kind of a chocolate which we will be using to garnish our gulab jamun brulee. Now coming to the second part of the garnish, I have got here Oreo biscuits which I will crush, and that will be the soil for my gulab jamun brulee. So in a professional kitchen, we make a short crust dough, we add some cocoa powder, and that is the soil for our desserts. But at home it becomes again a lengthy process to follow, so we can use the biscuits that are available in the market to create a similar experience at home. So you can see our gulab jamuns are perfectly baked inside the oven, but you need to be very careful when you are removing your serving dish from the oven, because you have a tray which has got a water in it. The tray is hot, the water which is there is hot, your serving dish is also very hot. So sometimes it becomes little risky because the water is wobbling in the tray. So you need to be very careful when you are removing your tray from the oven. After removing your serving dish from the oven, you have to rest it in the refrigerator for another 30 minutes because you want to serve your dessert cold. Now 30 minutes are over, we can remove our gulab jamun dish from the chiller. Now you can see at this stage it has got a nice caramel color on the surface. We can garnish this at this stage also and we can serve, but if we want to make it more caramelized, we can sprinkle some sugar, we can finish with a torch. Third option is we can sprinkle some sugar, splash it in the oven at high temperature for 2 to 3 minutes. So let's start sprinkling some sugar. So I am using this torch to caramelize my sugar, and I have mentioned in the beginning that this dessert is inspired from creme brulee, and I have used caster sugar for this. So after caramelizing the brulee, I will garnish it with some cookie crumb. Now here I have got a crumb from the cookie which is without chocolate. Now it's time to place our chocolate garnish, green herbs, some seasonal flowers. When you are using the flowers for the decoration for your desserts, always go for the flowers which are grown in your garden and they are free from any insecticide or pesticides. So this recipe, we wanted to share how we can convert some of the humble ingredients and recipes into a gourmet experience by using some of the simple techniques and ingredients that are available to us. So in this dish, we wanted to represent a theme of a rainy forest. We have done the moist baking of gulab jamun brulee inside the oven. There was a lot of steam inside, as if it's raining inside. We have used the chocolate crumb to represent the moist soil. We have used the flowers and the herbs to represent the vegetation and the greenery. This is what we want to share with you, how we can connect with the dish that we have prepared and how we can serve it to create a gourmet experience. If you have any of your interesting recipe that you want to do in a gourmet style, please leave your comments below. We will be happy to assist you, and looking forward to see you again with another recipe in the next episode.